Hello, Willowbrook family. Today's deep dive is into Philippians chapter 2, verses 17 and 18. Now, it is no secret to those who know me well that I love banana pudding. Now, I know I'm a diabetic, but many years ago, I learned how to make sugar-free banana pudding. And yes, some of you are cringing over that thought, but as a diabetic, sometimes your only option is take it or leave it. So you learn to like it. One Saturday afternoon, I got in the banana pudding mood, and I made a special trip to the store, and I bought all the ingredients, including a gallon of milk. As I was assembling it all together, the gallon of milk tipped over, and most of it spilled all over the countertop, down the side of the cabinet, and under some of the appliances, including the stove and the refrigerator. Ugh, it was devastating. Not only did I have a big cleanup job ahead of me, but my banana pudding would have to be put on hold. As I looked at the mess, the phrase, well, no use crying over spilled milk, came to my mind. Well, I wanted to cry, but all the crying in the world would not get any of that milk back into the jug. For the most part, once you spill something, it's not going back in the bottle, nor should it. This is the same concept as a drink offering in the Bible. Actually, Paul here compares himself to a drink offering. He is referring to a practice among the Jews in their sacrifices. The one giving the offering would pour wine or oil in front of or on the sacrifice as it was on the fire. The liquid would be vaporized, and the steam coming up symbolized the rising of the offering to the Lord. It's also saying that once I pour it out, I'm not wanting it back. It goes all to God permanently. Paul believes that his time for execution is coming close. And many scholars believe that the pouring of the wine pictured the gradual ebbing away of Paul's life that had been a living sacrifice to God since his conversion. And you know, Paul would not want his life back. He freely poured it out. You'll also notice later in the verse that Paul says, the sacrifice and service of your faith. The Greek word for service here doesn't just mean any act that a person does. It is specifically used as the Old Testament priestly service to God. It's a special and a precious thing. Paul's life is going to be sacrificed for Jesus, either in life or in death. This was a source of great gladness and joy for him, and he wants the Philippians to have the same attitude. And so, in the same way, God's word challenges us. When you pour yourself out to the Lord sacrificially, there's no fretting over it, no disappointment, just joy. Giving yourself over to God as a living sacrifice will bring you deep joy and happiness. And unlike the spilled milk, there's no crying over that. Have a great day in the Lord, Willowbrook.